So, welcome back to our series on 5 questions you should ask yourself when dealing with a difficult horse. We've already covered questions 1 through 4, and now we're on the last question, which I found to be the hardest one, especially after we discovered some findings yesterday at the vet. But the last question is, what is your horse's purpose? And originally, Mercy's original purpose was to be my next endurance horse. She is a registered Pasifino with strong coral lace lines, which have done amazing, at endurance and long distance riding. She's a perfect size. She's 14-1, very strong, strongly built. Has had a lot of behavioral issues, as everybody knows who's been following along. We've done a multitude of tests and different things to try to figure out what is going on with her. We've even had the animal communicator come and talk to her, and she was deemed to have some mental and emotional issues. But one thing that the animal communicator also found in her talk with Mercy was some pain and issues in her neck. And originally, when I was listening to her talk, she was rattling off things quickly, and I was just jotting them down as she went along. And I just jotted down tightness in the neck, and for some reason I circled it. And I didn't think about it for the next few weeks, but I scheduled Mercy to have a Masterson method session done, and it was her second one. The first one, she couldn't get near her at all. She had to stay within like a 3-foot radius. She never even got close to her. The second session, she was able to get to her a lot more and work within about 6 inches, and she was able to touch her and manipulate her in certain spots at certain points. But I never told her anything that the communicator had said, because I wanted to see what she would find on her own without any type of prejudice. And she found some instabilities in Mercy's neck. So she suggested radiographs, and we did, and we got the results back on all of that yesterday. And Mercy has some abnormal bone growth in the atlas, in the first bone between her neck and her skull. And there's nothing that can be done about it. There's no surgery that can be done to fix this. There are some different therapies that we can try to alleviate some of the pain and the issues. Steroid injections, trazodone, shockwave therapy, but there's no cure for it, and the probability of Mercy being a sound, safe riding horse is probably not ever really going to be in the cards. Which brings us back around to the question of, what is Mercy's purpose? And the purpose of her being an endurance horse is pretty much out of the question now. So we have to reevaluate a whole lot of things of what we're going to do with her in the future. Is she going to be okay just being out in the pasture? I don't know. She hates that. She hates when I pull another horse out and not her. She's tore up so much fencing when she's bored, or when she's angry, which has a lot to do with, obviously she must be in pain instead of anger. So I don't know that being a pasture ornament is going to make her happy either. So we've got a lot of decisions to make, but as far as the question goes of what is her purpose, maybe this whole journey is her purpose. Maybe this whole ride of the people that know her, know me, and have been following along with her, trying to figure out what is going on with her, what's happening to her, is her purpose. You know, since yesterday, I've already had two people that I don't know reach out to me and call, and we've discussed issues that they've had with their horse, that they're trying to figure out what's wrong with them. And maybe that's kind of what her purpose is to kind of help another horse out there to, you know, to find answers for them, and for all these people who are like, you know, they're just crazy, or, you know, those horses just, you know, nuts and needs to be sent on down the line because they're just not going to be trainable, and, you know, or you're just not doing things, you know, you're not being rough enough with her, or you're not being firm enough with her, you know, like those, none of that's going to work. You know, that's not going to fix her neck, you know, that's not going to fix, you know, the pain. So maybe that is her purpose. And so, I mean, if we can help one more horse avoid being mistreated or mishandled, or spending their whole life in pain, or getting sent on down the pipeline to, you know, a kill pen, or, you know, being beat to death in somebody's backyard, I mean, maybe, you know, maybe that's part of it. Maybe that is her purpose. So we'll see. I'll do another video later going a little bit more in depth on our findings and what we plan on doing or hope to do, and kind of go from there, and you know, update y'all more on that later.